guys, how we going? This is Double Take by Chloe and I'm going to show you how to do this rainbow winged eyeliner situation on my face. Keep watching. Okay, so I've got the Morphe 12P palette. So that's just really colourful, got everything you need, everything you want. And that palette's really good, but before that I just had this one by Sleek Makeup. That's what that looks like. Hello. This one's called the Ultra Matte V1 730 palette, I think. I don't know, that's what it says there. So if you didn't want to get the Morphe one, this is a really good cheap alternative. If you're in the Oz, just drop by Target, you'll be sorted. And we're also going to be using the iMagic Flash Color Case, which, as I mentioned in another video, is a dupe for the Makeup Forever one. That one's like 100 or over, but this one I got on eBay for 15 buckaroos. So if you want, you could just use the shadows on their own, but because I want this to be really bright and pigmented, I'm gonna use a base under all of the colors. So using the Flash Case, I'm just taking the white on a little brush, and you don't have to blend this part in crazily, it's just to get like a little base and then just to have the shadows stick to something and be really bright. So just pat that in. You could put down all the cream bases first if you want, but I'm gonna do base, then shadow, and then move on to the next color, just so it doesn't get out of hand. I'm taking the white shadow, packing that on top of the base, and I'm just using the same brush. Nice. And because I'm lazy and don't want to clean all of my brushes, I'm just going to use the same brush for that whole technique and just wipe it off the back of my hand. I'm sorry if I disgust you. And now I'm going to take the yellow from the palette, but I'm just going to take a smaller amount than the white. And you don't need to put heaps of the cream colour in there because the shadow is what's going to make it pop. It's just so we've got something there to work with. Back to the Morphe with the yellow. On second thought, that brush is not good for packing on the shadow. I'm going to switch to this Morphe M124, and that's what that looks like. It's just a small packing brush. So we're going back in with the yellow. That's better. That's the ticket. And don't worry about blending the colours in just yet. We'll get there later. Put your patient pants on. Next colour. Oh, I'm gonna take that peach color because I don't have an orange. You could mix some colors together to make an orange, but it doesn't really matter. It's just so that there's a base color for the shadows to stick on. That's okay. And just pop that, that'll go in like the center of the eye. Just tap that out. And back with the Morphe brush. Pat on the orange from the palette. And lastly, we're putting the red on the outer corner. And taking the red shade from the Morphe palette, just pack that on. So for the blending part, we're just gonna kind of go in between two colors and blur the lines. Like I'm gonna grab an orange here and sort of pat these two together. You can do like a drag sort of thing if you want, or just pat and kind of doing both, and you can just go back and forth between red shadow and orange shadow until it's as blended as you want. I'm gonna grab some more orange and put that between the orange and the yellow. Gonna grab some yellow again. Just gonna grab a bit more of white on another brush just to blend that into the yellow, and going back in with the yellow again. That's somewhat blended. Taking an e.l.f. crease brush, just looks like that. I'm going into the purple of the palette, and I'm going to pop that in the crease here. And because we've put those cream bases down, it's almost like a cut crease here. That's a happy accident. And just build it up a bit more. Kind of blur the red and the purple together in the outer corner. You can make a little V shape if you want. And with my Nude by Nature blending brush, I'm gonna take the pink and I'm gonna diffuse out the purple and blend that into the brow bone. There's a dot. And I'm gonna go back in with the purple. And I'm also gonna bring that right next to the white, close to the nose bridge. So now going back into the flash case, I'm gonna take the dark blue and the same brush from before. I wiped it, calm down. I'm gonna pop that right on the lower lash line. And with that Vice 4 brush, I'm taking the bigger end. I'm going to take this blue right here. I'm gonna pack that on. Yeah, first just dab it into the cream so there's not crazy fallout. And then when that's done, you can start blending it. And you can kind of connect the blue to the purple in an hour and a quarter, but not too much. Going in with a cheap eBay blending brush. I'm gonna take this light green here and I'm going to blend out the edges of that blue. And using the blending brush from before, just going to go all the way around everything. Yes. I'm just going to blend that blue in a bit more with the white over there. Now I'm going to take the e.l.f. Expert Liquid Liner and we're just going to do some regular wings liner. I've never done liner on camera before, this should be interesting. So that was a lot thicker than I expected. Really don't do it that thick. It's not awful, it's alright, but I kind of wanted more colour to show. That's okay, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to take the Natio Define eye pencil in black and I'm just going to tightline. I'm not even going to bother curling my lashes because you're not even going to see the lashes with this crazy winged eyeliner. So I'm just taking my Sephora Lash Stretcher Mascara. And that's the eye done. I just remembered I still have to do this eye. So that is both eyes done. Yeah, I'm not liking the eyeliner being so thick, so don't do that. Okay, now I'm gonna take the Too Faced Melted Lipstick in Chihuahua. Disgusting. Give it a squeeze. Ugh, gross. And that one's just like a nice nude color and glossy so that it doesn't distract from all of this business. Thank you so much for watching and holding through the tough times of the eyeliner with me. Please be sure to like, subscribe, comment suggestions, make people look twice. I don't know. Well, thanks so much for watching. Alright.